Good morning, good morning, good morning. As you can see, I haven't got a winter coat on, cardigan, but it is the middle of winter here, and I do feel a bit stupid sitting in a summer chair in the garden in the middle of the winter, but whatever. What the things I do for all of you, crazy. So I thought I'd give you an update on our garden. If you saw last week's, that wasn't our garden, but it was fun being there, and Daniella got a lot of supplies that they donated for a women's refuge, and we took it down, so that was really, really good. But would you like an update on my garden? It might be small, but it's an adventure. Do you want to look? So here we have cabbages. Smooth this out the way. So here's some cabbages. Thing is, I don't know what to do with them because they've mostly been eaten by, I don't know, caterpillars or something. That one looks all right, but at least I grew some, so there. Now, we took pears off the tree. We have one left, which is looking like this. So I guess that goes the way of all things. Gone. But we have something that's rather nice that I discovered when I came out looking this morning. Let's have a look round here. So this is a little, can you see me? Can you see me? So we've got a little pondy thing here, and I'm going to show you what we've got. If I can get it. I feel like I'm in the Amazon, except it's too cold. Beauty. Is it beautiful? I'm going to take it in. There's a 1, 2, there's 4 more that I can get to take in. I hadn't discovered them if I hadn't come out. I mean, this garden's only small, but let me put this down a little bit. Isn't it beautiful? I'm talking about the flower, not me. I picked this for you this morning, especially for you. So here I am back in the garden on Tuesday. How's your week been? Tell me below. Here we're back in lockdown. I'm not announcing this like a news press, but it appears that the government got the figures wrong. And we got sent into lockdown, maybe unnecessarily, I don't know, but certainly prematurely. So we're in our house for 4 weeks, I hope. You know, under these circumstances, it's not making a lot of difference to us. Andrew just put the podcasts all up on YouTube, so do go and subscribe to that channel, Radical Lifestyle on YouTube. So that was exciting. Now, I had an amazing interview this week. Amazing, with somebody called Chris Manti. Those of you who are in the Issachar network, and those of you aren't, you need to message me your email so you can hear about it. We did a podcast on the last 7 years before Jesus comes back. So we've done one on the first 3.5 years, and then we could do number 2 on the second 3.5 years, and it will be uploaded onto the Issachar network page in the next few weeks. You have to watch it. Oh, you have to watch it. It's just incredible. So every week I'm being really inspired and built up by all these people that we are interviewing. Now, for those of you that aren't in the Issachar network, go to Radical Lifestyle, because there's a lot on there as well, which I hope will inspire and encourage you. So it's such a blessing to have all these people that have agreed to be interviewed by us. Why? So that you can be encouraged and you can be inspired. Now, on a more sobering note, we have people from all over the world, and it may be some of you who are watching, who have messaged us, and we are talking to, and they are in tears, they are heartbroken, they're feeling very tender, they're feeling very sensitive. And that is probably everybody, just about everybody. In my way, I am too, about what is happening, even though I do understand it's part of God's end time purposes and he is in control He still impacts us. And I've learned a very sobering lesson this week, that we have to be very, very careful with one another. Very careful with one another, especially on social media. Especially on social media. And if I have a word of, not advice exactly, but a word of encouragement is, watch your social media, because you can see who is feeling sensitive. You can see those that are in pain, not necessarily because they're expressing it directly, but indirectly. And so I would just say, let's be careful with one another during these times and encourage one another. We've had lots of encouragement from people, lots of encouragement. But I feel like we have to sow that out to others and find ways to encourage. So one of my ways to encourage is to sit in the garden when it's cold. Actually, last week it was pouring, it was rain, it was cold, and I had to laugh to myself because I thought, I made a commitment to be out here in the garden, and if it ends like that, I can be sure you all will be hysterical laughing at me out here in the pouring rain. Meanwhile, I experienced the mercy of God in sitting out here in the not too cold, and you can't see it, but the sun's actually shining in the UK. So, have I got anything else to tell you about our week? Don't think so. Doing the mundane things, like trying to get a little bit of cleaning in the house done, because with the crazy life we lead, even in lockdown, those things are hard to keep on top of. But, yeah. We go on planning. Now, because we're in a month's lockdown, I have said again, okay, let's step back. Lovely flower. Let's step back and let's take a look. 4 weeks now. What is God saying in these 4 weeks? How can we be as the people of Issachar? And how can we know what to do in these next 4 weeks? So I encourage you, just take blocks of time and go, how can I be a man of Issachar in this time? Don't just get swept along, because we get swept along in patterns of life, but say, how can I be a person of Issachar for the next 4 weeks? And what do you want me to do in according to the signs of the times? And there is a lot. I mean, share these things down in the thread or amongst each other. And then maybe in 4 weeks' time, look back and say, yes, I accomplished this because this is what God told me to do in this season as a person who operated out the signs of the times, and God showed me what to do. Because I don't even want to get complacent in what's happening with us. We have had this enormous blessing of the Issachar Network, which is now in 13 or 14 nations in 5 months. But I don't want to rest there. Maybe God's got something else for us to do as well, that we move forward, because his times are moving forward and we've got to move with them. So I'm going to do one last thing before I finish. Don't go away. I said don't go away. Okay. 1 flower, 2 flowers, 3 flowers, 4 flowers, 5 flowers, 6 flowers. Here I come out of the Amazon jungle again, the wrong time of the year. And here's my flowers. And for all of you that need encouraging, for all of you that are feeling tender, all of you who are just needing encouragement today, know that I picked these from my garden just for you, because you are loved by me, you are loved by Jesus, and probably by many others who you don't realise. So happy Tuesday. Here's your flowers.